Hello, friends. Welcome back to English Classes Online. My name is Benjamin. Today's video is on the basic units of English grammar. We are taking a look at the basics of English grammar with a view to giving you a clear picture of how the English language works. By learning the basic units of English grammar, you will better understand how to use the various grammatical structures of the English language correctly. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video is uploaded on this channel, you will be notified instantly. Let's dive into the lesson right away. What are units of grammar all about? Units of grammar are those word parts, words or groups of words that make up the English grammatical structures. All right? Units of grammar provide a form of order in language, where smaller units combine to make up higher units. For example, morphemes combine to form a word, words combine to form a phrase, and so on and so forth. Now, when the word unit is mentioned, what comes to mind is a structure, because of course you know that a structure is made up of various parts. Take a house, for example. A house is made up of various parts, such as the walls, the roof, the windows, the doors, and so on and so forth. Or you talk about the human body and the parts of the body, such as the head, the eyes, the ears, the mouth, the nose, the neck, the chest, the hands, the legs, and so on and so forth. So that is exactly the way it is. Units of grammar are all about those word parts, those words or those groups of words that make up the English grammatical structures. And of course, when we talk of units of grammar, then there is a rank. Then it gives us the picture of a rank, all right? It gives us the picture of a rank. We can have something like a pyramid, all right? Something like a pyramid, like this. Something like a pyramid, okay? And then you see that when we have something like this, then we can divide it into different. So on top, we have the sentence. All right, we have the sentence followed by the clause, followed by the phrase, then followed by the word, and then followed by the morpheme. Of course, we are going to see this, but just to give you a picture of, what we mean by units of grammar, all right? Now, these are the units of grammar at a glance. And again, here you can see what I really meant. You can look at this as a kind of, inverted pyramid here. All right. So here you have this. Okay. So this is what we have: the sentence as the largest unit of grammar. All right. Followed by the clause, followed by the phrase, the word, and the morpheme. So in an ascending order, we have the morpheme combining to form a word. Morphemes combine to form a word. Words combine to form a phrase. Phrases combine to form a clause. And clauses combine to form a sentence. A sentence is the communicative unit because when we speak in sentences. When we write in sentences. Now, a sentence is a group of words that contains the subject-verb combination and expresses a complete thought or a complete idea. So, and then a sentence is made up of clauses, and the clause is made up of phrases, and the phrase is made up of words, and the word is made up of morphemes. Now, these are the units of grammar at a glance, all right? Now, let's look at the morpheme. Now, a morpheme is the smallest indivisible unit of language that sets meaning apart, all right? Now, that is what a morpheme is. Let me give you an example, all right? Now, take the word boy, for instance. Take the word boy. Now, if you add S, then what do you have? Boys, all right? So you have two morphemes here. Boy and S are morphemes. So a morpheme is a letter or a group of letters, all right? Is a unit, all right? Is the smallest indivisible unit of language. For instance, you can't break boy down to any further parts. So also you cannot break down S, but S can combine with boy to give you boys, all right? So morphemes are the smallest indivisible units of language that set meaning apart. How do they set meaning apart? Now, when we talk of boy, you are talking of one young male human being, all right? Now, if you add S, it changes the meaning because it's no longer singular. You are not talking about one boy now, you are talking about two or more boys. So that is how a morpheme can set meaning apart. The adding S to boy changes the meaning of it by changing it from boy to boys. Now, let me give you another example, all right? Let me give you another example. Now, let's look at the word return. If we add ed, then what do we have? We have returns. Now, when you look at this, you discover that return has to do with the present tense return, all right? When we add ed, then we turn this into a past tense. So we change the meaning. You know, the morpheme ed changes the meaning of return to a past action, all right? So that is what morphemes do. And morphemes combine to form a word. So you can see here that, you know, these two morphemes, return and ed, combine to form a word, returned, returned, all right? Now let's look at this sentence, which we have broken into different morphemes. The obedient boys were work in the garden while their disobedient brothers were playing in the field. You see that we have 22 morphemes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we have 22 morphemes in this sentence, all right? So morphemes are the smallest indivisible units of language that set meaning apart. Now you will understand the roles morpheme play if you look for a particular video I uploaded on this channel, which is on word formation. Look for a video on word formation. Browse through the channel, you will find a video on word formation, and that will teach you more how morphemes are combined to form different words in English. All right. In grammatical theory, we call it morphology. Morphology or word formation is the study of how words are formed in English. Very interesting video you will want to watch. All right. Now, the second unit is the word. A word is a single, distinct, meaningful unit of language that can be spoken or written. Now, words combine to form a phrase, all right? Words combine to form a phrase, all right? So you can, let's look at the example of this sentence. Now, these are various words. The obedient boys were walking in the garden while their disobedient brothers were playing in the field. We have 17 words there. Don't forget that this same sentence is made up of 22 morphemes. All right. But here when we have now gotten to the higher rank on the grammatical scale, then we have the word, which is higher than the morpheme. And we have 17 words in the same sentence because some morphemes combine to form certain words. All right. And talking about words combining to form a phrase, then we can look at these three words. The obedient boys, that is a noun phrase. So you can see that this is a noun phrase. This is a noun phrase. The disobedient boys. Then you look at a combination of we are walking. The two combine to form the verb phrase. We are walking, combine to form the verb phrase. Then we have in the garden. In the garden is a prepositional phrase. PP, prepositional phrase. All right. So words combine to form a phrase. All right. Now let's look at the phrase. A phrase is a group of words used as a single part of speech. Of course, if you check the description section, you will find a video on parts of speech. As a matter of fact, we have 2 or more videos, giving detailed explanation on the parts of speech. All right. Then we look at the fact that phrases combine to form a clause. All right. And when we look at it here, we discover that these are phrases. All right. The disobedient boys, that is one phrase here. The disobedient boys is one phrase. We are walking in the garden. All right. The disobedient boys were walking in the garden is one clause. So we can find, we can find the obedient boys were walking in the garden is one clause, which is a main clause. Then their disobedient brothers were playing in the field is another clause, which is the subordinate clause when we add this WH word, while their disobedient brothers were playing in the field. So you can see a phrase is a group of words used as a single part of speech. For example, the obedient boys is a noun phrase. All right. I earlier showed you how, words combine to form a phrase. The obedient boys. We are walking is the verb phrase. In the garden is the prepositional phrase. So we have 3 phrases combining to form this first clause. The obedient boys were walking in the garden. 3 phrases. One noun phrase, followed by a verb phrase, and then followed by a prepositional phrase. These 3 are combined to form a main clause. And then in the second clause, we have a subordinator here, a subordinating conjunction here, attached to 3 other phrases. They are disobedient brothers, noun phrase. We are playing, verb phrase. In the field, prepositional phrase. So again, we have 3 phrases, joined with a subordinating conjunction to form a subordinate clause. All right. So phrases combine to form a clause. Now, the next unit of grammar we want to look at is the clause. And a clause is a group of words with the subject-verb combination that can form a sentence or part of a sentence. And again, don't forget that clauses combine to form a sentence. Now, I ought to have told you that here we have 6 phrases, all right? 6 phrases in this sentence. Now, these 6 phrases combine to form 2 clauses here, all right? The first 3 clauses, the first 3 phrases, the obedient boys were playing in the garden, formed the main clause. So we can call this the main clause, all right? We can call this first one the main clause, MC. Now, while they are disobedient brothers, all right? So they are disobedient brothers. This is the subordinate clause, all right? So we have 2 clauses, one main clause and one subordinate clause, all right? And that is exactly a sentence that already we earlier saw had 22 morphemes, 17 words and 6 phrases, but these 6 phrases combine to form only 2 clauses, all right? And then we move on to the last unit of grammar, which is the largest or the highest, if you like, and that is the sentence. The sentence is the highest unit of grammar, and it is used excuse me. The sentence is the highest unit of grammar that is used to convey complete meaning. Now, a clause is a group of words with the subject-verb combination that can express a complete thought. That is what a sentence is. In fact, the domain, all right, the core or the center of English grammar is the sentence, all right? Because when we speak in sentences. When we write in sentences. If you try to speak in morphemes, you won't make sense to your listeners. If you speak in words, you won't make much sense, all right? So of course you have to communicate your ideas in sentences, and then you will express a complete ideas. So a clause, well, this is a typo here, all right? Here we are talking of a sentence. Please take note of this. We are no longer talking of a clause. We are now talking about the sentence. So we are talking about the sentence. A sentence is a group of words with the subject-verb combination that can express a complete thought. And here you find that the sentence is the highest unit of grammar that is used to convey complete meaning. And so here we have the complete sentence here. The obedient boys were working in the garden while their disobedient brothers were playing in the field. This is one sentence. And this is the type of sentence that we call a complex sentence. Now, a complex sentence is a kind of sentence that contains one main verb and at least one subordinate, one main clause and at least one subordinate clause. Now, let's try to analyze this into clauses, all right? The obedient boys were playing in the garden, all right? That is the main clause. So we call this MC. This is the main clause. While their disobedient brothers were playing in the field is the subordinate clause, okay? Subordinate clause. So if we have one main clause and one subordinate clause, and that makes it a complete, a complex sentence. Now, if you want to know the 6 various types of sentences, structural types of sentences we have in English, check the description section or browse through the entire channel. You will find a video on types of sentences in English, and you will know the various types of sentences and learn their structure, how they are made up. All right, so this is exactly the way it is. Now let's look at the summary of all that we have been saying. Now, as you must have noticed, the sentence is not just a group of words. It is not simply a combination of words. We looked at if you check the description section, you will find a video on how much Do you really know about English grammar? All right. You will find a video with this title. How much do you really know about English grammar? Look for this, the video in the description section, and you will find exactly, how our grammar works. You will find what the English grammar entails. And one of the things that the English grammar entails is the correct arrangement of words. So you can see that a sentence is not just a group of words, and it is not simply a combination of words. You will notice that the words are combined systematically to form higher units, which combine to form the next higher unit until the highest unit is reached, and that is a sentence is formed, all right? Just as I have shown you in today's video. Now, in the above sentence, 22 morphemes combine to form 17 words. You see, 22 morphemes, all right, combined to form 17 words. Now, that's the 17 words combined to form 6 phrases, all right? And these 6 phrases in turn combine to form 2 clauses. These 2 clauses then combine to form a sentence. So that is how the units of grammar work in English. So we have looked at the basic units of English grammar, and I hope this has given you a clearer view and a more profound insight into what the English grammar is all about. All right, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like the video and share the video with your friends and relations. You have been taught about the basic units of English grammar, and I expect that you will put in practice the things you have learned from this lesson. If you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. Click on the bell icon as well, so that whenever a new video goes live on this channel, you will be notified instantly. If you have any questions, any suggestions, or any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I want you to take time and browse through the entire channel, and you will find various videos. I've uploaded a number of videos, hundreds of them on this channel, that will help you to gain proficiency in the use of the English language. Now, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being part of today's episode. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now, and remain blessed. Many thanks for watching today's video. A big thank you to all of you out there for being part of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly subscribe to this channel. Subscribe now as a way of giving us support. For notification about new videos, click on the bell icon. You will find the bell icon. Click on it so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you will be instantly notified. If you have actually enjoyed the video, like and share the video with your friends and relatives. This is very important. If you have any comments, leave your comments below. Any questions, any suggestions, we would gladly receive them and respond promptly and positively to them. See you in the next video. I look forward to always seeing you